Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but making Sims. And this is Barbie Legacy Challenge. I don't remember what episode we're on because I don't remember, and that's why I shouldn't be taking breaks, but here we are. We are going to start off at the library. Now, if you've been a long time Sim friend, you know that most of my legacies, they go to the library. The library is near and dear to my heart. I feel like if you get to live in a place with a public library that is kind of local, I feel like, especially if you don't come from a lot of money, your parents are likely to take advantage of the public library. And so it is a very important part of my childhood. And if you are new here, Barbie and her kids and her family, yeah, they don't have a lot of simoleons. They are like definitely paycheck to paycheck. Barbie is a housewife. If you need to know the description of like the legacy, it's below. But yeah, Barbie does not contribute financially to the household. That is something that she is not interested in doing. And Cameron, her husband, who for some reason is over here doing push-ups, is not, he is not interested in convincing her to do that. So she kind of focuses on the children and the housework and the food and all that kind of stuff. So it is hard to raise a Sim family of four, well, to maintain a Sim family of four on one job. So yeah, that's kind of what we're dealing with here. In the last episode, if I'm not mistaken, Cameron switched careers and he is now a cadet, or just very early in his officer career. He is no longer a teacher. They let him go. He was going to Rogue. It's very interesting that he's now in a career that probably has more rules, but all I can hope is that, he learned his lesson, or he works for a very flexible department, because otherwise, he can't afford to lose another job. It's just, I think his self-esteem probably can't take that in addition to the family struggling. But, we have Barbie Jr. over here, and she is about to perform a puppet show and, work on her charisma and all of that. And I think this puppet show is so cute. I'm zooming in because I've never actually seen this. It's just so funny how many parts of the game you don't play with. Like, you get kind of in your loop of what you enjoy, and then new packs come out and you pay attention to the new pack. And it's just so many things that you kind of miss. And so Barbie is sitting down watching it. Cameron should be watching it, but he's on his phone. Meanwhile, Nikki is over here, getting her little science on. So yeah, they seem to be using all the resources at the what is this, the New Crest Public Library. The other clip, when I mentioned check to check, this is what I mean. They have 178 simoleons and they have 4 figures of bills that they need to pay. And at this point, they're going to take out more loans. I think Cameron took out the last loan, so the next loan is going in Barbie's name or one of the other. But yeah, Cameron is not going to bring home enough to pay this bill. So we are going to have to figure this out once he gets home. And I've never done this. I've only had my Sim take out one SimCity loan. That is the mod I use. I've only had them take out one loan at a time. I don't know what it's like to have multiple loans they have to pay, but it feels pretty realistic to a lot of people. We are kind of going to see how that works, but Barbie's not going to worry about that. She's just going to clean and distract herself until we figure out this. And of course, it's rebate day, as if they can afford to buy things to get a little discount. And so Barbie is taking some time out here, one, to think about, I think she's kind of aware of the struggles they're having, but she also is, she's having a lot of emotions. One, she's thinking about the struggles. Two, this is like the first time she's been home alone for since there were no children. And yeah, I think that's on her mind. As you can see, Cameron's coming home stressed. And yeah, I just think they're going through a lot at this point. And Cameron's been promoted, but again, that is not going to help with the bills at this point. So let's go on up here and take out our little loan. This is the mod. You complete it on the computer. We had Barbie take out the last loan, and so Cameron is going to take out this loan. I think we are going to increase it because the last loan might have been 5, and I don't think you can take out the same exact loan. I think that's kind of blocked. So I think we're going to do $10,000, and then we are going to do double the payments. And also, on top of everything, the twins are going to age up soon, so they're going to need new clothes. So we really should just take enough money to have that. They'll need new clothes, they'll need some new furniture, and yeah, they need to take enough money to have that, plus bills. And yeah, they'll figure that out. But right now, Nikki is working with Barbie on a science project, and she has a friend over from school. Barbie Jr. is kind of over here to herself, just doing her homework. And, there's some laundry in the dryer. So it's a lot of family stuff going on. I try not to be repetitive on this channel, but I really want you to feel the housewife vibes on this channel, at least for this generation, because the next generation, we're giving totally different vibes. I cannot wait because all these kids have been getting on my nerves. It is another day, and the girls just got home from school, and it looks like Nikki has reached, like, she's gotten A's at this point, and so now Barbie will allow her to join the Scouts because Barbie has a strict rule about her kids getting A's, and they've been working very hard to meet her expectations. Barbie Jr. is not quite there. And so I think that does feel a little awkward to the twins, like not being at the same level. But I think Barbie Jr. is going to use it as motivation to get the A's. And Nikki is joining the Scouts, and hopefully Barbie will join her not too far behind. I am trying to keep in mind that these Sims have to, I think the kids they all have to achieve one milestone. And I think both the twins is honor student, and we have to have at least one more child. Ugh, so much going on in this generation, so complicated. But yeah, eventually I'm hoping Barbie Jr. will reach that, because I don't know what we're going to do if we fail the milestones. I think you just keep going with a challenge and you just are sad about it. So yeah, Nikki has already been promoted, I guess. Promoted, or what is it called when you move up in ranking? I guess you move up in ranking in the Scouts. So she is a Griffin Scout. Very excited for Nikki. I think Nikki is knocking it out the box, and I feel like she's almost doing it with a bit more ease than Barbie. So we're going to see how they evolve as they continue to age up. We are having that escalated quickly moment because Barbie is pregnant again. And I just decided to show you this because I was shocked that she's having more twins. But this time she's having boys, which I'm excited about. I'm excited to introduce some boys into this storyline. I will have to look up names associated with Barbie that are male Barbie dolls. And in the midst of all that, it is also Cameron's birthday. And honestly, I think he's aging up because of all the stress. But no, he's actually aging up to an adult. He will no longer be a young adult like Barbie. She's a little younger than him, so it's not her time to age up. But that time will be coming soon. And I think it's fine, especially knowing that we will have fulfilled the legacy rule of having 3 children, at least 3. Unfortunately, it's going to be 4. I mean, some kids are a blessing too. So fortunately, it'll be 4. But listen, I told you how they're struggling. They're already in a lot of debt. I think Barbie's excited. Barbie loves taking care of kids. Even having that moment to herself, she feels like she had it, and now she wants to have more kids. So she's excited about that. I'm just hoping everybody can handle the pressure, including me, because for A students, that's a lot. But yeah, Cameron's birthday is pretty simple. All the birthdays in this household are very simple because, listen, all we can afford is for Barbie to make a cake and grab some candles from the corner store. But I think this family is appreciative of this. Like, I don't think they're looking at this as like a negative. Maybe Barbie Jr. might as she gets older, but at this moment, I think they're just like, oh, this is a nice family moment. They don't really know anything else other than just focusing on these smaller birthdays. When I age up my Sims, I do like to give them traits from the reward store because I feel like, that's them getting more mature and they're developing different personality traits. And like, if I didn't do it that way, honestly, I would never remember to use these points. So I do kind of focus on like what seems like it would fit them, not just like, oh, anything that could be helpful to the storyline or anything that could be helpful to them. So I think that Cameron will be a gym rat because he really does like working out. So I think that'll stick with him as he gets older. I think he's becoming more observant because he's an officer. I think he quickly cleans because there's a lot going on in this house. So he's learning how to speak clean. He does help Barbie, even though he works. He is also getting used to the rain from being outside. Yeah, so like a lot of things. I can see Cameron being a mentor because I can see him teaching his kids things, and he was a teacher, so I feel like Cameron being a mentor would really fit. So, uh, if I would hurry up and click on it, we can move on to the next thing. But yeah, I think that's about it for what we can afford out of the rewards. And I will hopefully do the same with Barbie and Barbie Jr. and Nikki. Look at Cameron so helpful doing the dishes on his birthday. And I just wanted to go to the calendar. We're definitely playing the lottery because, my Sims have won before. If you haven't seen that, check out the link in the description to see a Rich Legacy challenge. Spoiler alert, they win the lottery during that challenge. But Barbie is aging up soon. So are the girls. And, I just want to look through what's going on. I feel like we barely celebrate holidays. I really don't give them the chance to do a lot with the calendar because they can't really afford to go too many places. But fingers crossed for the lottery here because I wouldn't be mad. I'm tired of broke gameplay. The babies are coming, y'all, and I think this time Barbie is not gonna deliver at home. She's gonna go to the hospital, and Cameron's gonna meet her there. He's going, driving his little sim police car over to the hospital, and she's gonna have her babies there. So I decided to name the babies Ken and Alan. And I know Ken is Barbie's boyfriend, but I feel like that doesn't matter because I just need names and Ken is the most popular, so Ken will be it. And Alan, if you've seen the Barbie movie, you kind of know who Alan is, but I feel like before that, I did not know who Alan is. And so, yeah, I don't know when we are going to run out of these names, but I'm excited to have Ken and Alan be welcomed into the family. Oh, and I wanted to show you that we got Ken and Alan these vintage cribs. So they cost us less money. I mean, I know vintage usually actually is expensive, but like, let's just say they were like not vintage, but older cribs. And like they found them at like an antique shop and they didn't cost that much money. And so the boys will be in this room. Not a lot of new decorations. I think they have that garbage pail and that's about it because they really have to think about how they spend. And, this is probably like my least favorite part of the game is like the babies. So hopefully they age up soon. I'm not going to force it. But, I've been moving between short, medium, and long lifespan. Don't ask me where we're at this particular moment. I'll move it as I see fit. So, yeah. So on top of everything, Cameron is getting really burnt out from work. He's been working a lot of overtime. He's been trying to move up in the ranks, and I'm really trying to balance out the burnt out situation with the fact that they need money. But luckily, Cameron can go on paternity leave at this point because they had the twins. And so I'm hoping that'll help him kind of, get his mojo back because he's looks like he's about to be up for another promotion. And so we don't want to squander that. We're going to give Cameron some privacy so he can take a peaceful shower. But I thought this moment with Barbie and Nikki sitting on the couch was cute. They're just having a little moment where they were talking. Here comes Barbie Jr. I just love all the movement in this house. I see why people are family Sims players because it's just a lot going on in this house, and sometimes it's overwhelming to me, and I can't really do my storylines how I want to do them. But I think aesthetically, and if I want to just watch the game, family gameplay is where it's at. I also noticed this family doesn't really eat at the dinner table. I guess special occasions, maybe when people come over, but they do eat in front of the TV. I don't know. They don't all eat at the same time very often. And so I guess Barbie said it's too crowded in here for me. I'm gonna go eat somewhere else. It's too many, y'all, because I guess they don't always get to eat together with so much going on. But for some reason, Barbie was not feeling this little family moment, and she's like mumbling under her breath, I do not want to eat in front of this little TV. Like she's not. She's gonna go eat with the babies, I guess. Very interesting choice, Barbie Jr. Very interesting choice. And so Ken is aging up. This is a couple days later, y'all. And Ken is aging up. Alan is aging up. So we are, what is it, infants? We are now going to have infants. Very exciting for the progression of this family building a legacy. And I like to shuffle these. So I think I shuffled it 4 times, 2, 4, 6. 2 parents. Yeah, 6. Based on like when this child entered the family. So Alan will be Wiggly. Okay, sure, Alan. Whatever. You are not the legacy, so you can really do whatever you want here as long as you fulfill Barbie Gen 1's requirements. And I just want to show you the babies. I fixed them up a little bit. This is not really, I don't put too much on it with these infants. They're going to change pretty quickly. I put them in a couple of outfits that'll make me say "aw" randomly. And after that, can't spend too much time on this. We are still only on generation 1, and I think this is episode 6, so we gotta get moving. And we have Cameron moving up in the ranking. He has been promoted to corporal, which is great. They gave him a laundry list of things that we will all be selling. I don't know if they thought he was going to start his own small town jail in Newcrest. I don't know what they thought he was going to be doing with all these things, but we are going to sell that because we need that for bills and loans and, to catch up on the things. But congratulations to Cameron. I think his, leave time paid off. This is just me selling everything. Like, this is me trying to figure out what I would do with these bars and all that stuff. But yeah, I think some of his time with the kids paid off being at home. I think when he was home, he realized, like, oh, I do really love my job. And even though this was not what I saw myself doing when I was a kid growing up, I really enjoy being out and being on my feet and getting to meet different people and different, the Sim police move around all the different worlds. And so I think he's really enjoying that. So he is happy to get back, happy to get these pay bumps. Hopefully it takes things down a notch for this family. Okay, ignore what I just said, y'all. We still need to buy things for these babies that are now infants, like cribs. I think we have one crib already, so we just painted that over, and I think we sold everything else. So we're gonna sell a couple more things, couple more bookshelves. Just, make this feel like a little more like a room that is childproof and that the babies can crawl around on. There'll be diapers. I don't think we got this the last time, so it'll be nice to get this little changing station, and I'm hoping the diapers automatically go into that bin, but probably not. And yeah, listen, this is the state of housewife life for Barbie. And I'm hoping the next episode. Oh yeah, I know what's coming in the next episode, y'all. I'm excited because, as you can guess, the twins have to age up. The first twins. Now we got two sets of twins. Twins one, the girl twins, has to age up to teens, and y'all know that's where the LP really starts. So I am pretty sure that's coming in the next episode. And, I think Barbie Jr. still has to get A's so she can join the Scouts and they can achieve their milestones. But, we are about to essentially start a new LP, because that's how I'm looking at the next generation. I'm looking at it as the new LP. And even though it'll be continue of this legacy, I want to treat it like it's something different. And so when I kind of age them up, I'm treating it as like this is the beginning of the next LP. Anyway, I've talked your heads off enough about my Sims. I would love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Happy to be back. Talk to you later, some friends. Bye.